It is 9 o'clock Saturday morning. We are getting locked and loaded. It's already warm out, but we're gonna go play. And then the big news, Mike is taking Draco out for the first time in the actual backcountry. He, you know, like I said, had just got that thing finished before Oshkosh, so the only real landings he's done have been at airports and grass strips. So excited. This will be the first time Draco sees the actual backcountry. I'm Trent Palmer. I fly drones for a living and bush planes for fun. Follow along as I journey off the beaten path of aviation.
Go, boys!
You excited?
We're gonna go play airplanes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a ride at Draco. I'm pretty stoked about that.
Film it.
I'm gonna film it. Practice for my vlogging abilities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, side note guys, by a show of likes, I want to know if you guys think Scott should start vlogging.
By likes, he means liking my Instagram page, Scott Palmer Air.
And honestly, on likes on this, so we'll say if I get 5,000 likes, which is a lot, you have to start vlogging.
5,000.
I hate getting my cold.
He's gonna get 5,000 in like 10 minutes.
No, I don't know if I've ever gotten 5,000 likes. So if we get 5,000 likes, Scott Palmer, who is a wingsuit flyer, base jumper, Kit Fox flyer, backcountry pilot, all the fun stuff.
Check him out. His name, he's gonna be in the card right up here.
Yeah, we're gonna put a card there to his channel because he's gonna start it as soon as you guys.
So everybody
like
should
it.
make
sure you like
post it on Tail Dragger Pilots United why I should start vlogging.
All right, we just landed at West Desert. You know, we got distracted. We were gonna go land out in the bushes somewhere, but someone said there's breakfast. They're doing a little flying here. So we're gonna grab some breakfast over here and then go flying. How was it?
I knew it was a cool plane before I got in it, and then when you get in it, it's a whole new game. Like, the takeoff is insane. The deck angle, you're just like looking at the moon.
Yeah, I looked back at you and I was flying. I'm like climbing pretty good, and I see just the underside of Draco going above me. I'm like, what?
On landing, you can see nothing. Like,
yeah,
nothing. I don't know how you did so well at the stole contest, because
you can't.
Like, how to see the actual spot where you land?
You don't. You look. I look way over there where a guy's standing, and I see if he's shaking his head is good, or I'm like, I think that's good.
All right, we're finally getting going. I don't know what the deal is. I thought we were the flying cowboys, but lately we've been the sit around and talk and eat cowboys. So let's go flying.
I'm so ready. Let's burn some fuel.
Let's do it. We just landed at 3 trees. It's a spot that they have into this awesome little valley. I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, Draco is on final. First off-field landing since all this stuff. This is the first time Draco has been a bush plane. Whew.
Yeah, where is it?
Like it was nothing.
High idle. If he backed it.
So that was the first one really off-field, right?
Yeah, it's the first one not on grass with the turbine.
Yeah.
We lived off-field all the time, but first one with the turbine, so it's awesome. It's nice to have beta.
Oh yeah.
It's like cheating.
Now we need to go water.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Actually, come over here.
Walk right under. It's a nice visual on this thing, especially the deck angle going uphill. It's like, where are we going? Oh, we're going there. For somebody like me.
Just to get in. I'm not the 6'2", I'm only 5'10", but just climb, baby, climb.
All right, so it is actually about 102 degrees out or somewhere in that range. We're at 5,000 feet. Let's see how Draco does on a real backcountry takeoff. that note, with Mike's 100-foot takeoff, I'm gonna go use 600 and then take an hour to climb up to where he is right now, and then we'll go find somewhere else.
This is the hour.
It's about as steep as Mile High, Trent.
Never been there.
Follow the devil's maze.
That's the Denver Broncos Stadium, boys, just so you know.
Oh man, I have not landed that bad in a while. All right, we just landed up at Not For You. This strip was actually named for Mike because a couple Cub guys came in here. They told Mike, this one's not for you. He came in anyway. Today he made short work of it. I looked like it was my first landing ever. Bounced it a couple times. I didn't know you could bounce with TKs, but if you try hard enough, you can. Mike's dumping Jet A out from the angle of this, so we're gonna try to move it, but we don't want the whole plane to go rolling down the hill.
Wow, that was a trip because with the smoke and the red water, there's like literally no depth perception. That freaks me out. That's weird.
This is a trip. It is so like blindingly white. It's like chunks of salt. Like you can just pick up.
It's kind of salty.
It crunches exactly like snow.
How the heck are you guys wearing coats? It's freezing.
It's freezing out here.
So we actually finished DRACO last winter. We've been lying the whole time. It wasn't a 4-month build. We actually took 4 years. And it is freezing out here. Let's go.
He's sweating. It's like 100 degrees. It is freaking hot out here.
This is crazy
salt.
looking. Yeah. It's seriously like you're walking on ice.
It feels like crunchy snow, for sure. It's crazy. And now slushy because I'm getting out in the water.
Oh yeah, look at that. Who taxied through that? That was Corey?
Well, I went through on the side. You got to stay in the middle or you'll sink.
Oh. We just landed at this place they call Faith because it's this little mesa. I don't know, it's probably 200 feet long, which is plenty long in the winter, but on a hot day on the summer, density altitude right now has to be at least 7,000 feet. So even when I was coming in at a slow approach, 45 miles an hour or whatever, I was probably doing like 60 over the ground. So getting stopped in 200 feet right here was a little, got my blood pumping. I'll put it that way. I'm shaking a little bit, so.
You know, the thing that makes this one so different, if you look around, you're kind of boxed in a canyon, and the entire turn in, you're trying to hold airspeed because your bank's going to increase your stall. So you're coming in hot. Like if this was just a plateau open all the way around, it would be a lot easier. Not easy, but a lot easier. This one, you're coming in and you're riding the horn all the way in, and you don't get to slow down till right at the end. You level it out and bring it down. And I tell you what, it looks like there's a lot of room here, but there's barbed wire on one side, on another side, a pile of rocks. And so you got just over 200, maybe 250 feet max usable. And that's, if you land short, you're facing a cliff. And if you go long, well, that's easy. We don't mind going long. You keep your power up and bail it off the backside, and you'll start flying on the way down. But it's awesome. Faith, it's something I want to do a long time. I have been up here with at least, I don't know, 15 different times with a whole bunch of different groups that have flown in to fly with us. And most every time it's Mark or Jason land, and the rest of us circle like a bunch of wicked buzzards wishing we could be on the ground. But today we got her done. So several of us, our first time in. So way to go, Trent, your first time.
Yeah, that
one,
awesome. That one definitely got my blood pumping. I haven't been shaking like that for a while. I was like, that was a good one.
Yeah.
For me, you've got 200 feet here that's good usable. If you want to use the slope on the other, on that side, and the slope on this side, you have 255 feet. So it's not a short runway. But it's...
What's the altitude here or elevation? What's the
we're
density
over 5,000 feet and we're over 8,000 feet density altitude right now. So that's where the big change is, because if it's like, oh, I want to go land on a 200-foot strip out somewhere, you can do that over and over and over again. A lot of planes will do that. The biggest thing for me is we're all used to high altitude flying. Everybody here flies in the high altitudes. We're a little bit used to it. But when you mix high and hot and short, it changes, because landing high altitude, like you get a big, 800-foot runway or something, we don't care, 10,000 feet, 12,000 feet, that's fine because you got so much runway to work with. But when you're at this kind of altitude and there's 200 feet, what shocked me is I'm coming in on the stall horn, and I've got my stall horn doesn't come on till really late, for competition. I'm dragging it in, and the world that you see, that little runway, and you just go, yeah. I mean, you're like a dart over it. You feel like you're going so fast because the perspective of your landing spot is so little.
And density altitude, for people that don't understand, basically it's the equivalent air thickness at the equivalent altitude that it's like you're at. So when we're here at, I guess it's a little over 5,000 feet, the density altitude, someone checked, is 8,000. Now at 8,000 feet, the air is so much thinner that my 100-horse motor is making just over 70 horsepower. And then factor that with right now, we have a tailwind for a takeoff, a good one actually. And yeah, and then the wing's not creating lift, nothing. It's all working against you. So while this isn't that short in the big book of things at an 8,000 foot density altitude, it's kind of real.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world, good world going bad.
All right, we just finally had our little debrief. For me, mainly because I'm the most underpowered. My plan is to use gravity to basically, I'm gonna trade altitude for airspeed. Anyone that flies know that that's how you gain airspeed. So I'll be able to push the nose down. One of the first times I'm taking off somewhere that I'm pretty sure I won't be able to take off in the distance that's here. But with this little ramp, I plan on just going, kind of popping it up and pushing the nose down. So as long as I can kind of get the tail up and see where I'm going, I'll be golden.
Oh man, my headset is like burning me because it's so hot. This is ridiculous. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm a little nervous, but let's just go ahead and see what we can get going. I was perfect. I got it off the ground even before the edge. That was awesome. Oh man, I got my blood pumping though. Wow, that was a fun one. Man, that would be really fun with a little breeze and getting really close to that edge and just doing like a cliff dive off of it would be awesome.
Put it on just like an evening dress. Break to the right, sway to the left. In the morning everything is spent, and I make my way back home. What the wires couldn't catch.
All right, we just got back to Spanish Fork. Pretty killer day, huh?
Pretty awesome day, really. I could ride around in Draco.
I'm so jealous.
Backcountry strip.
I think I'm in...
I think we're in Mike's Way. He needs a taxi in here.
I don't know what the plan is here. Hold on. They sell tugs. You don't even use a tug.
You're in my way, buddy.
Was it weird?
You know what? It's fun, and I got a backup cam so I can see everything. It's awesome. It's fast.
So cool. All right, I don't have a better way to end this one. So on that note, see you guys on the next one. Really quickly, guys, I want to throw a huge shout out and thank you to wingswap.com. And Wingswap, for those who don't know, is a website created by a buddy of mine, Jesse, who saw a void in the way that we buy and sell aircraft online. So he built a website that is fully integrated into phones, tablets, as well as computers, makes buying and selling aircraft much cleaner and easier than the other ones out there. So if you're in the market for a used plane or just looking to sell yours and upgrade to a Kitfox, make sure to go check out wingswap.com.